Hey guys, Tarek here, bring you a 1v1 today. We are on Emily Fields. Playing today's pointing in the north, we have Spaget Man playing as OKW. Straight away locking into Elite Armoured. Based off Vietnam from the south, we have Happycat as Soviets, who has airborne troops, government coordination, and armoured assault. Its rankings here. Both of the players are in the low 20s. So double conscripts here in a good position, enough light cover to force away those sternpos real fast. So he's just going to stall around the corner. Happycat unsure about what to do here. And the engineers slowly losing the fight over by the fuel point, and no reinforcements coming, so I'm going to have to give up on that shortly. Coming into here, planting some sandbags. We're going to get interrupted by Spaget Man over here. And here we go, the couple conscripts from the fuel point join in. Kubel comes in for a bit of a push. Mixed results. No, that's pretty good now, pushing them into the sternpos. Big damage. There's one squad of conscripts. Yeah, the one that had to retreat, really getting nothing done there at all. Huge Kubel action. And activates Ura there by accident. Maybe he's trying to run away, but the Kubel push wasn't allowing it. So it's a bit of a nightmare of a start there for Happycat. Did go for a 4 conscript start as well. And now coming in with the truck pushing as well. Play against this kind of style Paul has been doing a lot recently. It's very hard to deal with. The SWS is just so healthy and so much armor. You basically can't really kill it in these scenarios. So yeah, it's quite powerful as a pushing tool with these kind of really light vehicle strats. Especially if the action is, closer to the middle of the map. If maybe it's on the far side, you don't really want your truck driving all the way across there, but Spaget Man getting the most out of it. Coming in for a double team, 2-2-1 and Kubel. Did see medics upgraded from Happycat, but no anti-tank grenades, getting those now. 2-2-1 keeping its range. Conscripts kind of moving their way slightly more into the retreat path, maybe hoping to pick off a couple models as they make their way across. Here come the reinforcements for Spaget, switching over to this side of the cover, trying to knock down a couple of those sternpos. And then coming in for a bit of extra bleed from the 2-2-1 as well. No, had to reload. Now maybe going to plant the truck down. You can follow this up just with mass light vehicle pressure with the mechanized, but looks like it's going to be battle group for Spaget. Triggers a mine there as well. Luckily that wasn't on the 2-2-1. That would be death of this health threshold. That was a bit of a lucky break. Happycat does have a reasonable amount of munitions in reserve. Looks like he got the anti-tank grenade off on the Kubel, and there we go. Nicely done by Happycat. Takes down that Kubel. Anti-tank grenade package pays off. That's why these strategies can be harder against Soviets. The URA plus anti-tank grenades, always a big threat. It means you have to micro these light vehicles very carefully. Otherwise you can get caught out incredibly easy. Plus, they have easy access to sandbags. And if they go for like a tier 1 start, you are really in the toilet. PTRS squad inside of M3A1 completely shuts you down as well. So far, pretty smooth sailing for Spaget. So, starting to see some weapons getting dropped in by Happycat. SVT's coming online.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
The weapon upgrade's going to be coming through for Spaget soon. Has plenty of munitions for it. And the medics in the works as well. But the issue with these kind of strategies is, you know, as the dust settles, you don't scale that well into the late game. You're generally like one squad of infantry down unless you manage to keep your Kubel alive. Even if you do, it's generally just like camped around here, used on detection mode, doesn't really get used in combat much. So it can lead to some more trouble as the game progresses. You really have to make sure you actually get a nice advantage from that start. Looks like Happycat going to go for a tier 3 vehicle. Got that down nice and early. Guess it's not going to be the quad since he hasn't started production on it, so still a decent amount of fuel away from that T70, but still I'd say on pace for roughly a normal timing on that. And yeah, got a little bit too close to the anti-tank grenade. Squad coming in from the side. SCG still upgrading on this Volksgrenadier. Firing off these sandbags, Happycat. Gonna try to set up another set of sandbags, so every time spaget comes out, it's got to push through 2 layers of sandbags, a real headache to deal with. But here we go, flak half track next for spaget. One of the nice things about the 221 is it can provide some pretty nice vision, allow your flak half track to be even more successful, especially as it vets up. You guys do have the sweeper. Should probably pull it out now because there were mines over here before. It could be mines here again, or maybe even tripwires. A little bit of a risk. Flak half track coming back. T70 in the build now. Spaget. Gonna need to go for the Raketten next. Let's have this squad just waiting back here in case, you know, maybe a light vehicle comes in. Charges in for the kill. Has a Fausting squad nearby. 221 with a bit of chase down action. We're going to pick off a couple extra conscript models here. Turn up the bleed. Is this next for Happycat? I do have the option with this commander. You know, if you're up against 221 alone, maybe just go for like a double discus strategy, but that will not really work too well against the flak half track. Nullifying sandbags pretty effectively with the flak half track. That's why it's such a potent tool these days. Tends to suppress and damage beyond the sandbag a lot better than most other vehicles. T70 driving in close here. Spaget, no Faust though. Missed opportunity would be nice. Combat engineers are somewhat close, but you know. Force the repair, slow things down, allow that Raketten to get in position. Here it comes now. Trinity's getting up some sandbags, kind of splitting these sandbags in half. Damage onto the T70. Oh boy, and that's the Faust. I think that's a kill. No! Very, very close. Back half track coming back, but the Zis is here to cover. So if the flak half track sets up, and there it goes. That's a smoke out. 221 going forwards, but that's not going to work. It's 223 upgraded actually now. Camping on the far side, Happycat. Now a Maxim out. So interesting not to go for the Dishkid. Gonna go for the Maxim instead. Is a little bit pressed for munitions, so I suppose that could explain some of it, but generally more of a fan of the Dishkid myself if you have it in your commander, and is very effective against both the 221 and the flak half track if they ever get into its arc for any period of time. So curious decision. Here comes 221. Close call from the Zis. Missing that shot though. And then backing out. Keep trying to kill the sandbags as they come up. Happycat coming across. There we go, suppression kicks in. Another squad behind the other sandbags. Happycat heading over in that direction. Happycat knows that the Rakit was over here. A little bit slow getting the T-70 back into action though. It's been off the field for quite some time. In the meantime, Flak Half-Track hitting Vet 1, racking up the kills. Not too far off a wipe there even. Okay. Keaton and Zis both connecting. T-70 staying in, takes another shot. Opportunities give up the cap. I'm surprised we didn't see a Zis barrage over here from Happycat. Can't track out the back. Zis considering going forwards, but decides against it. Conscript's not going to last long enough to offer support, but sets back up for the 223. Gets out of there safely though. A lot of repairs required for Spaget. We'll squeeze around the side here. And looks like he's going to manage to do so. All the moles that were in the targeting zone dying. So suppression not going to work. Is this coming through? Sets up. Smoke out though from Spaget nice and early. Does have plenty of munitions, so don't have to be stingy with the smoke. It avoids, you know, you taking one shot from the anti-tank gun. Slows down the vet on the anti-tank gun. Why not? Don't have much else to spend it on. Go for gold. Getting out of there, but Happycat does have control on the other side of the map. Maybe not for long though. Flak Half-Track has come across there. And now double obers for Spaget. So it's going to be very powerful scaling into the late game with those obers, and has the munitions to get them both with the LMGs already. This has pushed up here already, but I think the 221 spotting. See that coming into range, so the Flak Half-Track gets out of there nice and early. Can you see the 221 though, with 223 rather, with the combat engineers. Pretty good play from Spaget though so far, switching from side to side with the Flak. Making it difficult for the Zis. Maybe you can see some of the, well, like another reason why double combat engineer starts are a lot more popular these days. The repairs on the T-70 have been a bit slow. Looks like it has limited its effectiveness so far, and we're getting into the timings where might be up against a medium tank. Nice incendiary grenade there though from Spaget, deep in the engagement. Forces the retreat from the conscripts. Allows them to hold on to that fuel for a bit longer. It was a good idea. Throw one out at that timing. Oh, this could be bad news. Is this right there? Tripwire gets triggered. Flak Half-Track on the move. Oh, very risky from Spaget. Incredible. This packs up, sets back up again. He's repairing right there, no dodge. Okay, where's the attack ground? There we go, missing again. Got the Maxim, but slightly off arc. So can't suppress. Now the anti-tank gun's in some big trouble. We've got the T-70 mobilizing. It looks like that is going to go down. Decrewed in a relatively safe position at the moment, but here comes the Rakit. So it's going to cause some troubles. Don't think Spaget can pick that one up himself, but can kill it with his Rakitten. Or maybe can't. Where are these conscripts going? Oh, big grenade. Oh, big grenade. I think Happycat had the opportunity with that conscript that was arriving. If he URA'd down here and then ran up, I think he could have jumped back on the Zis and recruited there. Depending on where it was in its reload cycle, might have been able to fire a shot on one of these as well. Relieve enough pressure for him to maybe get away with that, but wasn't the case, and that's a really good time for Spaget just before the T-34 arrives. I'm going to keep Happycat under pressure. Very lucky for Spaget though, there's 2 attack rounds from the Zis missing. Easily could have lost his flak half track there. T-34 just going ham. Missing away one Rakitten, but goes second Rakitten there for Spaget. Doesn't quite get the shot in. No, it does. Oh boy, big trouble now for Happycat. Hiding behind the building, but we've got another Faust about to come off cooldown. It was nearly going down. Fox Trinity is sticking around for the Faust. There they go. And that's enough for the kill. T-70 coming in, hoping to salvage something here. It's all gone wrong for Happycat. Second Rakitten, it's always the killer. That's why we see so much double anti-tank gunplay. Shut down those medium tank aggressive maneuvers so easily, combined with the snare. So now Happycat really in some big trouble, rebuilding the Zis, pretty close to another T-34. So Spaget setting up into boost his resources. We're getting up to Vet 2, gotta be careful. We have a very fast rate of fire now. A bit of damage onto the overs. Tripwire, I think, going off somewhere. Can't see. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's starting to vet up though. They're both vet 1. So as long as he keeps those alive, the longer this game runs, the better for Spaget. He's right about there for his Panzer IV now. Goes disconnecting once. Just the one time though, no attack ground. T-70 coming out to the far side. Squad doing some scouting, spotting the Rakitten, but maybe a touch too late. Oh boy, and some pathing issues for Happycat getting stuck against the sandbags, driving onto the other side of them now. Rakitten decides to get out of there, even though it's not under too much pressure. The double combat engineers not really doing too much, but Spaget just playing it safe. Didn't have much in the way of reinforcements over there, so taking it easy. Again, this flak half track just getting battered by the anti-tank gun. Conscripts come out of suppression. And the Fox Trinity is running into suppression. SU-85 from Happycat, that's an interesting option. He's still got his T-70 alive, so that's definitely going to help him against things like the overs in terms of anti-infantry. It feels like he needs the extra anti-tank from the SU-85. Oh boy, could this be the end? No, not enough staying power for the conscripts. This squad of Fox Trinity briefly got suppressed, but they crawl around the side of the Maxim. Maxim hitting retreat here though. T70 still not started on repairs, about to be now. But again, that's hurting him. You know, if that T70 had got repaired up a touch earlier, maybe could have forced back the Volksgrenadiers. Now the anti-tank gun under quite a lot of pressure. Set up on the Panzer IV. Decided to go for the machine gun upgrade on that, not the Panzer Commander. There we go, S-35 might be about to shot south. Connecting once. So does the Raketin. Raketin under fire though. T-70 put into recon mode. A lot of damage. Only one model down for Spaget though. Pretty good RNG. Getting away with that. There we go. Just left there's this barrage coming in onto the Ogres. Pretty big damage as well. They were clumped up on that heavy cover. Good scatter there for Happycat. Now T-70 with recon mode providing all of the vision. This is a real headache to deal with if you're Spaget. Keep connecting, but the Zis is there. So is the S-35. Can the Zis get through for one more shot? Oh, and it bounces! Lucky break there for Spaget. Infantry advancing, got the T-70 back there, but the Raketin also pushing in. This under a lot of pressure and gets decrewed. But the Raketin also under pressure. T-70 got to join the action here. It's the second Raketin. Okay, it's coming out from base at the moment. We might try jump back on this with one of the combat engineers. Not yet though. T-70 in here doing some good work. Here comes the flak half track. Not sure what that's up to. Oh boy. One more shot from the T-70. It's not quite enough. He smokes. Stops the damage from the Maxim. I think like half a burst more from the Maxim and that was dead. Here we go. Raketin getting decrewed. I mean, Zis getting decrewed yet again. Raketin was in there forcing back. And his Happycat is going to kill... He's going to kill that and Happycat's not going to be able to get back on top of it. And Maxim's also going to need to get out of there. Late retreat now. He'll even get decrewed here if he's a little bit unlucky. Ooh, bit of death loop action and there it goes. Definitely a late retreat from Happycat. May pay the price for it. Can he jump back on top? We do have the S-35 nearby. Conscript's going to try crew it. No, they just give up. He doesn't want to lose the conscript. It's dropping in the planes. Ooh, wow, Happycat, so lucky. Not the best direction to dodge straight back, but just hanging in there. Tiny bit more damage and he was dead. I think a slight difference in the AoE connection and that could have been it. Same story for the flak half track. So luck definitely on Spaget's side here. But he's been making some good pushes and catching Happycat's team weapons slightly out of position a number of times. Like that Maxim, no real excuse for that one, and maybe Happycat getting a bit greedy with the Zis a couple times. Trying to keep it in an advanced position either to connect with the tanks or using it for the Zis barrage. He's paid the price. Is still ahead on the VPs though, so in spite of Spaget killing so much here, what's that, 2 Zis, maybe even 3, and a Maxim, still behind on the victory points. And now T-34 out for Happycat. Will be another Panzer IV for Spaget. We got to complete these sandbags. Ooh, Spaget, what are you doing, mate? Just completely AFKing that one. Volksgrenadiers go down. Well, that's one way to let Happycat back into the game. Let's see if we're going to see these obers coming. Try and get the sandbags down yet again. Double Raketans through the center at the moment. S-35 on the far side, but in a position here they can land a couple hits. Bit slow pushing forwards there. I think there was an opportunity for a second shot to connect, but doesn't manage it.
Orders complete. Standing by.
Okay, Panzer IV coming around the corner. This one also going to get the machine gun upgrade. Not going to go for the Panzer Commander on this one either. Bringing the 223 forward. It's going to have that vehicle detection on that, so he's going to know the location of Happycat's vehicles here. Help Spaget with the positioning. Yeah, a little bit surprised not to see the artillery or Panzer Commander, because the artillery is so helpful, dropping it on like a ZIS as you're making an aggressive play. Very, very handy. Machine gun, the more consistent bleed tool though, for sure. Big damage on the T-34. It's getting out of here. ZIS coming across. Panzer IV going to turn up the damage while the T-34 is so badly wounded. Could be a ram time though for Happycat. Decides to just cut and run here. Very conservative with the conscripts. They did have the opportunity of maybe hoorah anti-tank grenade, but instead he just retreats them very early in the face of the double overs. S-35 lining up here. Conscripts keeping this Raketin at bay. Could this be the end of the Panzer IV though? S-35 needs one more shot to connect. And he does indeed get it. Raketin doing some damage to the T-34, but that gets behind the corner. Double overs out here, lighting up these conscripts. Is this though kind of hidden behind? Could make it difficult for Spaget to finish off that decrewed weapon. Here comes the double Raketins. Spaget losing sight here. T-34 getting repaired up real fast. T-70 joining in on the front. Oof, takes a nasty volley though. Hoping to kill off the ZIS here, I think. Misses. And there we go. Spaget, I'm going to call that one a day. So, training a Panzer IV. Oof. For the ZIS there. Not ideal, but could have been worse. At least he did manage to secure the kill. Here comes the Panzer IV now. Trick connecting. Panzer IV getting cold feet though, trying to disengage. We're sitting duck for the S-35 now. Gonna bring in the planes. Happycat also getting cold feet. Dodging out to the side slightly. Spaget does keep that alive. It was relatively safe for the S-35. I think it would have survived one Shrek. A Shrek and a Faust would have killed it, but Faust was already used on the T-34, so missed opportunity there for Happycat. Close call for Spaget. I thought he was just going to go all in, but he decided to try and disengage, and it did work out for him. He's been doing slightly better on the VP control as well. Could be a good time to start getting some booby traps down from these obers. It's generally a pretty good option against Soviets. They tend to do quite a lot of health damage to 6 model squads. Force them away faster. Spaget right around there where he could go for another Panzer IV now. Is he going to go for that, or is he going to go for a Panther perhaps? Looks like it's going to be a Katyusha next for Happycat, looking to take down the double Raketens of Spaget, which have been causing him so many issues.
Orders complete.
Okay, well, big break here while those repair up. Bunch of mines coming out for Happycat, as you would expect. That's going to make it quite dangerous for Spaget. If you're ever in a situation like this where there's not much going on, you can expect that the enemy is planting a raft of mines, especially if they're Soviet. So next time you push forwards, you're going to need that minesweeper. It's just getting a whole bunch of them down all along this flank. So, you know, if there's like a Panzer IV dive onto the Katyusha, this is one of the most likely angles for it. Maybe one more here and then one down here. Completely wall off that side. C-35 trying to roll through center. Still got that T-70 on recon mode. Oh, interesting. Happycat trying to destroy these shrubs here to open up the site a bit more. Is he getting like 2 layers of mines going through here? This is crazy. Mining off to the extreme. And there's going to be the Panther for Spaget next. Okay. P4 instantly blasted off. Still have enough munitions for a rocket run for Happycat, even amongst all of this mine planting. Looks like he's going to go for another T-34 next. We've seen the Katyusha fire not even once yet. Thought he might be pushing forwards to around here, so it's closer for the scatter. There he goes onto the Raketen that's on the retreat. One rocket connects. Pretty bad start for it there. As well as, you know, tightening up the scatter and shortening the time between the noise and the rockets actually landing. Maybe now a second volley of rockets to connect. So a little bit sloppy there from Happycat. Using the Katyusha from long range like that. Just come in with the Ura. SU-85 missing all its shots at the moment. The conscript's bleeding a lot in front of these overs. Ken's going to inch forwards now, so is the flak half track. 221 coming in now as well. Happycat could be under a lot of pressure. Spaget really making a move here. Panther missing its first shot. SU-85's back there as well. Happycat struggling. One more shot and the T-70's down. Losing that will be huge. He loses sight. Oh, and the Panther misses. Now T-34 coming in from the side on the Panther. Oh my god, the Panther's just missing so many shots. T-34 does not. Conscript goes down though. Happycat forgetting to retreat that amongst all the chaos. Panzer IV going to go toe-to-toe with the T-34. Raketen's there though. T-34 goes down. T-34 in the center also diving after the flak half track, also falling. A lot of anti-tank here with the Shrek, with the Raketen. So it started out not the best for Spaget, losing that Panther, not killing the T-70, but as the engagement went on, Happycat maybe with a little bit of a throw on the T-34s. losing them both. Conscript forgot to retreat as well, so ends up pretty good for Spaget at the tail end. Still hurting for fuel. Plenty of manpower to rebuild whatever he wants. Maybe another Fox Grenadier could be a decent option. Might not have enough for another Panther though if you went for one of those. Oof, jams the capture just. Comes the Katyusha now though. That's what the conscript was kind of setting up for, staying in position like that. Targeting the Raketin, which dodges forwards. The SVT conscript's trying to get the decrew. He's going to end up retreating here. And the rocket does get the decrew. It was Vet 4 or Vet 5, so it's a big loss. And that veterancy going down. And amongst all this, Happycat does resecure the centre. BP's though a lot tighter now. It's only down by about 50. Damage from the SU-85. There's a 4 coming in from the side, popping the heat rounds. Haven't really even mentioned the heat rounds too much so far. They are pretty helpful, especially against the T-70. It doesn't allow mediums to two-shot that, which can be make or break very often. Happycat really struggling to hold on at the moment in the face of the infantry and double Raketin pressure. So he's going to concede a lot of territory while he repairs back up. Katyusha about ready to fire again though. Spaget just inching forwards. Getting his sandbags up. Splitting up as well. Good idea on the double Raketins. You don't want them both going down to one Katyusha barrage. Obers. Oh no, there's a machine gun. I thought the Obers were popping their suppressing fire mode. It does get decrewed. Happycat trying to kill it off, but unable to with the SU-85. Quick to jump back on at Spaget, but that was the other one that was Vet 4 or Vet 5 as well, so no longer any Vet on these Raketins. That's good news for Happycat. And just about has all his tanks repaired up once again as well. Man, I feel like a Dishka would go a long way right now for Happycat. Fast enough to kind of respond to the Obers moving around and suppress them without getting decrewed frontally. Uh-oh. Oof. Getting missing there. Panzer IV going to chase around the corner and gets the kill too. Slightly lucky there for Spaget. Both landing and pinning those two shots, but that's the job done. T-34 down. SU-85 missing now. Conscripts coming in, can Molotov that Raketin to force it away. Here it comes, a little bit slow. SU-85 a little bit slow chasing in here. Obers taking some damage from the T-70. Here comes the second Raketin now. Not bleeding anything though, T-70 not getting the kills, just lowering the health. Getting aggressive now, coming in with this. Got the Katyusha rockets. Oh, well timed from Happycat. Gets the decrew on the Raketin. SU-85 coming through now. Still have the engine crit on that. And he's brought in the rockets too. One more shot and that Panzer IV is down. Not much Spaget can do about that. Also kill off the decrewed Raketin here. Really good attack there from Happycat. Coming in with the T-70, knew that the other Raketen was out of commission, knew that the Panzer IV was also getting repaired. So the combination of the T-70 plus the Katyusha getting the kill on the Raketen. Big wins there for Happycat. Spirit though did have a pretty decent bank of manpower, instantly rebuilding that Raketen. Has the Panther popping out now as well, so not going to slow him down too much thanks to that resource bank. Could also consider starting to salvage a couple of these tank wrecks, since he's still a little bit low on fuel. It's 35 clearing off the sandbags there. Panther is getting upgraded once again with the Panther Commander. Raketen's going to need to get out of there. I don't know what Spaget's doing. Oh, that's going to go down. Don't know what. Maybe there's lag or something. We have the Katyusha about ready to fire. I imagine this machine gun's going to be a prime target. Flak half track coming through the centre. Panther getting aggressive on the side. Comes the Katyusha going after the Obers. But they've managed to get to a relatively safe distance. They drop one model. The best use of the Katyusha there for Happycat. Come back in with the Obers. You're making use of their self-healing from Vet. The squad maybe could do with retreating to reinforce back up though. T-70 recon mode just so helpful for Happycat. This game will be completely different if he did still have that high vet T-70. Getting slightly out of range here. He's bringing it forwards. Set up. Connects once. He is slightly out of the capping circle after dropping a couple models. Triple cap now against Happycat is down on the VPs. This is going to be the end of the flak half track. No attack round misses. Oh, this could be the end of the T-34 though. Panther diving in. Raketen doesn't get the shot off, and neither does the Panther. Close call though. Katyusha about ready to fire once more. T-70 knows that the Raketen had retreated, so coming in for some action. The other one still parked in the centre. Happycat though can't get the decap on the VPs, and he's really starting to hurt in the VP department. He does have a second T-34 now though. Looks like he's maybe planning a rush onto the flank half track while all the action's on the other side of the map. Just slightly out of range. The extra sight from the Volkswagen is being in cover, giving Spaget an advance warning. Allows him to get out of there in time. Reasonable targeting on the Katyusha, but once again doing it from base. A lot of scatter, not much damage. Yeah, not such a good move. The T-34 just charged ahead in there. Probably could have taken down the... Oh! Ram, and we're right at the edge of the map. The rocket's very effective here. Didn't penetrate though, so no engine crits. It seems like the vines there soaked up quite a lot of the rocket damage. Oh, but the SU-85 in hot pursuit getting a good shot, and T-34 has to penetrate twice, I think, to get the kill here. Getting cold feet, maybe he's gearing up for a ram. We've got the Raketen coming in. I think the Panther missed a shot there, allowing the T-34 to survive. If that ram had penetrated, that was a guaranteed dead Panther. But I think it's like 150-ish penetration on the ram, so more than 50% depend on the Panther. Yeah, a bit of good fortune as well. Those vines seem to soak up the damage, or maybe it was like the elevation of the map. Either way, it easily could have been a dead panther for Spaget. Katyusha about ready to go again.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Oh, big shot there from the T-34. Like 4 or 5 models there in one hit. That was capping in the center. Machine gun out the back a bit further. Katyusha has come forwards for this one. To tighten up the scatter. Oh, could be trouble for the T-34. Panther. Gives the Katyusha, I think, targeting this Raketin. Watching forwards, but still takes a huge dose of damage. Panther blitzing in, going for the Katyusha. And there we go. Gotta respect the blitz on that Panther. It's so fast. Katyusha couldn't get away in time. Happycat paying the price. I think the reason why is he just hasn't had time to plant mines. His double combat engineers have been tied up repairing almost 24/7. Ordinarily there'd be a lot more mines down at this stage against most Soviet players, but his combat engineers just haven't had any spare time.
Continue the push. They are now at 100 points.
Would like to still see some booby traps from these obers. I think that would be real big from Spaget. Booby traps on the VPs. So he's coming out to the VP to cap. Can't plant the booby trap. Oh, where's the 221 going? He's just suiciding it. Gonna free up some pop cap, I guess. Can maybe squeeze in another tank of some variety. But you can't plant the booby trap until you have the point connected and captured. So it can be a little bit awkward to plant sometimes, but it's worth the investment. Trading with the Su-85 here. Raketin's advancing. No Katyusha anymore, so Spaget going for the double Raketin clump up mode. Doesn't have to worry about that. Him just getting blasted off the face of the earth, and oh boy! Oof. Oh my god! Out the back, down from downtown. T-34 goes down. Maybe the T-70 recon mode was a little bit too far back. Didn't see that one coming. Abandoned though, so still hope for Happycat yet, but still, how much repairs does he have to do? And he's draining out fast, down 66 VPs. T-34 coming in now. Oh boy, stern pyros left there for too long. Down they go. So Spaget gonna have to rebuild that at some stage. Does have the emergency repairs for his Panther. Can get that back up to a reasonable amount of health. T-34 chasing down the flak. Oh wow, that was some clean pathing through there. This is often a very congested area. Hard to move through there, but that flak half track just glided on past. That was a bit lucky.
Time for action.
Popping the emergency repairs now. Second Panther for Spaget. Kryptonite for this will be a bunch of mines, and there are still on this side of the map, but almost none on the left-hand side. I think Spaget should probably be aware of that. Here comes the double Raketins. T-70 on secure mode, getting out of there fast. Panther going to come through the center. Just mass T-34s, Happycat stacking them up. Looking to get some all-in aggression cooking. Still though, look at all this damage. Still, all of these tanks requiring repairs. Did pick up a third combat engineer. But even that is struggling to keep up. 50 VPs left though. Happycat does have enough time to still get something going. Just about keeping his tanks healthy until he can maneuver himself into that position. Okay, T-34 coming in from the side. In fact, double T-34s. Raketin in some big trouble over here. Spins around. T-34's hull guns face the wrong direction, so they're not doing a bunch of damage at the moment. They turn their attention to the Obers, chasing those away, and they're rolling on through now. The other T-34 coming in. SU-85, not so much. Double Panthers now, backed up by the Raketin. SU-85 pumping away. Double T-34s. Awkward maneuvering here, getting stuck behind the building. Here they come now. T-70 doing some donuts. T-34 going in for the ram. Pinning. Gonna get the rockets in. This Raketin in some big trouble. The building, though, soaking a lot of damage from the rockets. Once again, a Panther hanging on by a thread. SU-85 targeting the Panther. Another T-34 rolling on through. This Panther, one shot. T-34 bouncing off it. Oh my god, the T-34s keep missing and bouncing. There goes one more T-34. Bounces, bounces, bounces. Vision blocked. But there we go. Panther coming out the side goes down as well. Faust on the T-70 could go down to the chain Faust. Conscript goes down to the grenade in the center now. So Happycat trying to extract himself, but could... Yeah, okay, he is going to as well. Gonna look for the wipe on these two squads, perhaps. 38 VPs left for Spaget. T-34 stops the decap. Happycat down to just one conscript now, so he's a bit low on capping power. Could hurt him. He's gone for the rebuild on the T-34. Didn't manage to hang around for the kill on that Raketin back there. So Spaget can recrew that. Really hurting for manpower at the moment. Spaget can't even reinforce his troops, so he's got the VPs to work with. He's got a bit of time to build his way back in. But good aggression there from Happycat, and maybe Spaget paying the price of not having any mines down. Getting rolled up on like that. Thing is, Spaget still doesn't have any stern pyros. We lost them on the VP quite some time ago now, so any damage on his tanks gonna be a vehicle crew repair activation, and that might not be enough. 70 recon mode, gonna see what's coming. Getting slightly out of range here. Pitching in. All T-34s circling around though. Looks like Spaget going to stick around for the decap. It's a 4 AoE damage connection there. Hope is doing the capping. Getting inching in. T-34s from two angles here. It's kind of cheeky. Panther coming in now. Second Raketin has been crewed. SU-85's on that side though as well. And blasts him back. Still has an engine crit on that. He's going to split his repairs. Another T-34 coming in for Happycat. Going to put him ahead in terms of army size once that arrives. And those T-34s, you know, once they're Vet 1, they've got the secure mode. These late game VP wars that can make all the difference. 35 kills on that flak. Impressive. 31 on the T-70. Okay. Full aggression from Happycat once again, looking to overwhelm. Has a 4 in a nice defensive position, but if this Raketin gets decrewed, Spaget's in some big trouble. T-70 taking some big hits. Oh, and it goes down to the Faust. Dodges most of the damage from the rockets. And the Raketen survived. Behind this though, Happycat is capping the map. S-35 not in a very relevant position. Panzer IV rolling through the center. Becomes a third T-34 though. Zova's got to be careful. Panzer IV coming in, but the S-35 joining in now. Comes the Raketen not reinforced at all. Going to be at risk of decrew here. Oof, big damage. Oh, but he gets out of there just before the second volley comes through. 34 surviving. Emergency repairs on the Panzer IV. Maxim for Happycat. Looking to lock down a VP. 14 points left, he needs it. Okay, T-34 rolling through instantly, taking a lot of damage from these Raketens. S-35 a little bit too far back here. And it rolls now, one T-34 already did, the other one coming into the rear armor. The Raketen spin around for it, maybe it could be a ram. He doesn't have enough for a rocket run, he's driving on through here. Oh, T-34 coming in on low, Happycat throwing everything at it, trying to close out the game here. S-35 missing a couple shots. One Raketen goes down. S-35 gonna go for the kill on the Panzer IV. Panzer IV blitzing. Goes down. But the losses for Happycat are staggering. And he can't get the decap on the center. Think like a ram or two might have made a big difference right at the end there, but pretty hectic stuff, hard to coordinate. And GG, Spaget able to close this one out. So yeah, a great game between these two. Very tight contest. Happycat, I think, falling a little bit too far behind though when he lost that Katyusha. That really hurt his chances. Good fight back though with the 4 T-34 aggression, nearly completely overwhelming Spaget, but didn't manage to kill that decrewed Raketen over here, and I think that made a big difference. Spaget was really hurting for manpower. That second Raketen made such a big difference. Gets the mass armor of Happycat, allowing him to close the show. But yeah, GG, it was a game of inches, a very, very close one. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like good game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye, and good luck.